Hey my guys and goddesses, welcome to Cherry Baby's Getaways Tarot. What we say we won't do, we won't, but what we won't be is disrespectful. Holy Spirit, answer to my eyes. Light, thank you. As we go into gods and goddesses energy, I ask that you block all psychic attack, all evil eye, return it back to Sunday transmuted blessing bliss. Please give us a clear message that we need at this time. Put a strong hedge protection on his energy. Thank you, my Risha. Thank you, my angels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones of my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit, of Shannon Man. Okay, I heard no witnesses. So, let me say this. Okay, please take the messages however it resonates. All right, what doesn't, don't make it stick. Okay. So, what I'm getting is I heard no witnesses. Okay. So what I'm getting is somebody. Hold on real quick. I'll get it. Somebody want to challenge me surrounding something, but that's neither here or there. But another thing I'm getting, someone was trying to challenge you. Alright? But here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. Somebody need to be at peace with themselves before they do anything else. Okay, so somebody might be trying to look into you, look into someone, okay, because their motive is to try to defeat someone or try to defeat something or someone surrounding something, okay, meaning they're trying to outsmart someone, all right, possibly try to outsmart you in a situation. In my case, somebody's trying to outsmart me as a reader, okay. But here's the thing, all right. I'm getting this thing where somebody is taking it as, oh, would you think I'm a child or something? No, I don't think that you're a child. I think you think I'm a child. Right? The fists are down. Somebody knows that if they keep doing something, I will fire them with ease. It's a Virgo, 12th house, North Node energy, not in a Jupiter or Empress. We have Aquarius. Surrounding Scorpio or Gemini, Leo, 12th house, North Node energy. I believe this Aquarius is a feminine, and you have Virgo, 12th house, North Node energy placements. Okay, and the reason why they're not getting the picture is simply because whatever I do it for endorsements. I help people get endorsements. I'd be selfish to only think about just me, right? But if I push your music in some form of fashion, right? People want to be represented in a way that they can relate to, that the public can relate to. And if you are on some, what about me? I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm not. There's ways that you can edit, you can move some stuff around where an investor can really work with you. But talking about all day, fuck a bitch, suck a dick, eat a bitch ass out. They don't want that with children clothing. They don't want that with casual clothing. They don't want that for menswear. You want to be represented, you need to act accordingly to whatever that is that you're aiming for. But trying to trick somebody out their spot ain't gonna do it. See, before I use people's music, I do my research. I make sure you're in the clear. You ain't threatening nobody's family. You ain't on no bullshit. No, none of that. Because it doesn't affect me in no type of way. Abuse of power for me will be I post your music knowing you did some fuck shit. Because then all your business will be all across the unknown. Take you a spiritual bath and try again surrounding whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, something on social media surrounding fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Gemini, 12th house, North Node energy, some form of hidden communication. Somebody thought somebody was going to do that around Pisces. We got Leo, Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, 12th house, North Node energy, Libra, 12th house, North Node energy, Taurus, Aries, remove some form of illusion. Okay, but this Capricorn, what's the secret? Surrounding the air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. 12th house, North Node energy, Sagittarius, 12th house, North Node energy, being disciplined. But this Cancer has not learned a lesson about this water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, 12th house, North Node energy. Okay? So somebody need to tell their gal, tell their baby mama, tell whoever this is, okay? They need to get that shit together. I'm not playing with their ass. It's bad for business, and I'm not hearing that shit. I don't know what little girl you think you playing with, but this one right here, I ain't even sit here and hold you. When it comes to my child, I got mental issues. I do. And maybe you didn't know that. But it's hard to tell that you didn't know that, whoever this is, because I know who I'm talking to. But it's hard to tell that you didn't know that, considering the fact that you have seen get out of character. And this Cancer is a feminine. I don't think I use their music. I don't even think they do music. You can't hide that well, baby. Because just like you watching me, I'm watching you. Go somewhere and get you some rest. Because too much stress is not good for the body. Yeah, some form of secret that somebody has. Yeah, I'm being myself. Maybe you didn't know that, okay? If somebody was doing it in hopes that I would act out of character with a totally different person, I act out of character whoever deserves it. Alright, somebody's going to be able to manifest, alright? Because they're totally in alignment, okay? Yeah. Some form of giving and receiving is not going to take place until somebody remove a mask. Alright? Yeah. Stop hiding behind pleasure when you know that's not who you really are. Okay? Yeah. You're not an energy vampire according to the ancestors. Alright? But you could possibly level up, but you ashamed after some form of unjustified rage surrounding somebody who wouldn't let something go for money. So it's really like whoever this is acting out surrounding investors, bosses, masons. And I'm assuming somebody expected me to be like that? No. Okay. Somebody I felt like when that was happening to me, and somebody really thought that that's what I was on. In all reality, I just wanted them to leave me alone. That's all I wanted. Like, leave me alone about this. All right. I ain't coming here to argue with you. If you don't, if my intentions weren't you in the first place. So just don't do that. I know how to move around. I know how to invest in myself in other ways. I don't have to consistently go back and forth with you. It's pointless. You didn't help me buy the first set of things I needed. If I had to get it myself the first time, I can get it myself again. Quit harassing me about what you think I'm gonna say. It had got to the point where I really, really wholeheartedly felt like I was gonna have to shoot a motherfucker. I have to shoot you? Leave me alone. This is harassment. If I feel like the coast is clear surrounding you, then I'll go back to you. But until then, I'm not finna go back and forth about what you think I'm competing and all this stuff and what your churn got going on. I ain't got time for that. None of that. Yeah, Spirit said something is not gonna continue. Why? Because somebody refused to see the signs. They could not let go. They could not let go, and that is so annoying. You have to be able to master detachment. You have to know how to do that. If you don't know how to do that, then that doesn't say anything about the person that you're considering in some form of investment. It says a lot about whoever that is that's doing the investment. That's the issue. It's not the person who actually purchased it. You have vendors all the time that say, hey, I'll pay you to advertise my work, but you got to purchase the product, right? You have that going on everywhere. Skincare products, it doesn't matter. Hair products, no matter what it is, right? I have plenty of vendors come to me and say, hey, if you purchase this and advertise this, I'll pay you. Meaning whatever you make from purchasing my item is yours. All you gotta do is purchase my item and advertise it properly. Right? That is called a verbal contract. Not once I tagged anybody name into anything. All I did was use the music. You know why? Because it brings in audience. It wasn't no competition about no man. I'm about my paper, baby. And if you in the way of it, I'm going to move you. Yeah. Somebody need to look into spiritual knowledge. Maybe somebody doesn't know that somebody doesn't see something clearly. Meaning, somebody's looking at a situation as one person as a target, but they don't see. Maybe they need to look into their placements. Maybe they have Gemini placements, because I'm seeing a lot of Gemini 12th house North Node energy. Maybe so. I don't have that. Somebody need to look into that. Because if you are in your purpose, which means you're fully successful in your career, and you got Gemini placements in 12th house North Node energy somewhere in your placement, I'm not the one that's the problem here. I have Aquarius Pisces placements. When I get up on this stage, that's exactly what it is. Okay? Yeah. Somebody's ungrateful. That's what I got from Gratitude Universe. People are ungrateful. That's why they want to keep something going. When somebody's balanced between masculine and feminine energy. But what's going to happen, Spirit? Let me grab my other deck. So I ain't going to keep going on with this one. Let me see this. You said it was a real small move that I did, or whatever. Something, yeah, something's around the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. It was a Scorpio 12th house North Node energy. Did it for the King of Cups. All right. Somebody wants someone or want you to let your guard down. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It's around something. Why? Because they can't let someone go. You have to learn how to let go, and people will draw themselves to you, and that'll be the justice. Until you know how to let go, that's when stuff will start transforming for you. You can't let them go. We can't help you. I can't. Yeah. That's a part of intellect. That's a part of how you make your money. Because guess what? You invest in a person, and then other vendors or other investors want to invest in this person too. You're going to prevent them from working with other people out of greed. That's how you lose people. A trusted boss, or one of those real good ones that you can really work with, has no worries if somebody works somewhere else or running anything, because they know they're going to come back. That's the truth. I have seen plenty of people leave a job, confirmation. Seen plenty of people leave one job and then they end up coming right back to that job. Why? Because they enjoyed working with that person. They just was under some form of circumstances. They were going through something. Part of great business is being a great listener. Now you're not no longer in your head about something, okay? So in the past. Alright? Yeah, somebody that works in the unknown, do readings, okay, they had despair because they really didn't want somebody to have harvest. They didn't want nobody to harvest towards someone. But this is my thing. Let's just say you're a reader, right? Or you're dealing with a reader, alright? When you become a reader and you do these things, you become a boss. You are a boss, right? And part of being a great boss is giving great recommendations to ones who deserve it. Pay attention close enough to see that you should not wear your heart on your sleeves around anything. It's mind over matter. Yeah, love conquers all. But guess what? You can also love. You can love what you do, as well as you can love your children. Okay? You can have love for the people, as well as yourself. You can love everybody. You ain't gotta like everybody. But it can get to the point where you can still respect them. And a respectful way to go about something is never speaking on it by letting it go. When you hold on to a person over and over again, you push a person to a point. You corner them to the point where, oh, I gotta say something now, because now it's out of control. You are out of control. You're realizing something. That you can't do whatever that is that's been going on. You can't keep doing that because you assume somebody's sleeping with somebody, or you assume that somebody's going to sleep with somebody. No, baby. Okay? Somebody's truly about their money, and I'm one of them. I'm definitely one. I was watching this short, but it's what it was like. Would you live on an island for $7 million if you stayed on the island for 90 days without any internet, no service, but you live in this great big mansion, nice pool in the middle of the ocean? I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, they gonna have to pay me to get the fuck up off of there. That's just how well I'm in about my paper. Me and my baby be chilling. I'm talking nice ass house, pool. I'm talking about got a pool, got a swing inside pool with a swing in it. TVs, luxury, hell yeah. You have to pay me to get the hell up out of there. Somebody don't think like maybe they come from a background, maybe you come from a background, somebody come from a background where they never seen struggle before. They don't even know what that shit feel like. So when you actually got it, it's like they don't know what it means to put it this way. It wasn't until 2024 they made eating noodles a trend. But for a long time, them pack of beef noodles was considered struggle food. Okay? When they start adding protein like egg and meat and all that stuff, that's when it became a 5-star. But before, it was just straight up and down noodles. A chi-chi, if you behind the walls, if you know how to crunch that motherfucker up and make it into a burrito. Yeah, somebody was being impulsive surrounding something. The celebrity. It was the celebrity that was being impulsive because they was intimidated or yeah, they felt like somebody was dangerous. They're only dangerous if you're fucking with me. And you feel that way, collect. I won't fuck you up. You won't get the fucking with me. Don't come playing with me about some mean girl shit. Don't come at me like that. Baddie does not stand for bad for business. Baddie means I will fuck you up and I'm gonna look good doing it if you keep fucking with me. That's what it means to me. Don't get the fucking with me. I don't want your nigga. I don't want none of that shit. I just want to get my money and live my life in peace. Stop manipulating the situation is what Spirit is saying. See what society, quit trying to manipulate a situation as if somebody's attacking you and nobody's not even arguing with you. Yeah. Somebody was trying to be slick. You just thought you had you a lick, that's all. That magic backfired, baby. You didn't have a lick. I am not an easy target. Or a lick. Yeah, somebody was just trying to prepare somebody to look like a sex symbol. I don't mind being sexy, but you need to mind your business. Surround what somebody does, or bad news will take place. I'm not making it up. Quit fucking with people. This shit ain't cute. That's kind of like somebody keep fucking with somebody, keep fucking with somebody, keep fucking with somebody. And then on some, I ain't finna do nothing right now. I'm gonna let it, it's like somebody bigger than you, probably got more stats than you, probably taller than you, probably husky than you, like everything. And they keep fucking with you until one day you pick up a fucking iron and knock them the hell out and rip them to fucking shreds. Like, bitch, I'm from the struggle, ho. Quit playing with me. That's how that shit felt. If you didn't know. and you keep fucking with somebody and they ain't fucking with you, they ain't saying nothing to you, but somehow you keep trying to make that shit fit in your life, that's when shit get bad. Now, others of you, if you want somebody to invest in you, you want your music to be heard, you want somebody to see you in a certain light, you're going to have to take your spiritual bath and see things from a different perspective, okay? Don't be afraid to express how you really feel about something. If something hurt your feelings, maybe somebody feels embarrassed because of the situation at hand, and somebody didn't realize that how bad it really hurts someone to do something towards someone. And that's what they're upset about. And they feeling like nobody wants to work with them. Nobody wants to date them. Nobody wants to do anything with them. And it's really tearing them apart. That's like dealing with a terrible ass mother who never asked their child what's wrong when they cry. That's how that shit feel. And maybe somebody didn't know that. And somebody might have felt like they finally met somebody who really makes them feel alive. That's why I went through that same thing when I met my forefather, my real father. When I had met, at that time, like my first boyfriend, right? It ended up, neither here nor there. Finally had somebody I could talk to, I can relate to. And my mother was getting sick, and he wanted me to move all the way to Maryland, away from my mother, because he didn't want to pay child support. Money. You understand what I'm saying? Never bothered to ask what was wrong. Never bothered to ask me if I was okay. All he thought about was his pockets. He thought my mother had something to do with it. Yeah, she helped, meaning she assists what I could not defend myself for. But at the same time, he never bothered to ask me if I was okay. Versus my daddy here, who's been in my life forever. But my father never even bothered to ask. He just changed his number, hung up in my face. When he finally got home, 2 days after we met, he hung up in my face and changed his number. So, whatever somebody's trying to do, let's just say somebody's trying to attack my dad, the one that's living, that's with me right now. Let's say somebody's trying to do that. That'd be the worst thing in your life that you'll ever do. And you regret every single day. Let God do his job. Because it's one of them situations, if you sit there, you should imagine somebody who's not attacking you or something like that, and you fucking around, you lose your loved one, alright? Surrounding something because somebody was being pure about something. You're going to regret that. Stop attacking. Alright? So if you was wondering what was the cause of that, it's from all those attacks. It's going to go to its rightful owner. Alright? I hope this message helped you. Y'all be blessed.